Hello you guys, my name is Rachel Anise, otherwise known as the Beauty Professor. Welcome back to my channel. We are in the dead of summer and I have been working a lot, traveling a lot, and having a decent amount of time to reflect on which products I'm really using and loving right now in these warmer months. So today's video is dedicated to those very products. I'm going to cover some of my summer favorites, and these are all products that I have really put to the test. They get me through really long, warm, hot, sunny days, and I can't wait to put them on your radar. I hope that everything is going well in your life. As I mentioned, for me, I'm just working a lot right now, obviously doing a lot of beauty writing and content creation, but also teaching two summer classes, two public speaking classes at the college, online only, so that allows me to be home right now. But definitely having my plate full. Joey L is about to be 4, which is wild to me. I feel like we've been present for every moment, and yet time still flies by. On a personal note, I've been really striving to make some strong changes in my life as it comes to sleeping. I am somebody who can operate on very little sleep, but I know that's not healthy in the long run, so I've been earnestly working on going to bed a little earlier so I can wake up a little earlier. That's one thing. Also, just consistent movement every day. So while I don't have an official workout plan, I make sure I'm lifting my kettlebell or taking a mile or 2 run in my neighborhood. Really casual stuff, but it's making a difference in my energy levels and just in the way that I feel overall. And also just appreciating living in the moment. As somebody who documents so much, because so much of my day-to-day ends up becoming some version of content that I share, I'm really working on trying to take breaks from that where I can, so that I can be at full force when it's time to create, but also have a in the moment perspective so that I'm not feeling like I'm working 24/7. Can you guys relate to any of this? Let me know in the comments. All right, now I'm about to jump into the product talk. So first things first, I want to discuss some skincare with you. These are products that I recently took with me on a 10-day trip throughout South Carolina and Florida. Obviously the weather's really warm, sunny, UV index is off the charts. So I had to pack things that obviously were travel friendly, but also would really take care of my skin in those environments. I'm using a lot of the Photozyme ND DNA Youth Recovery. This serum gives me hydration. It's got a strong anti-aging formula and some proprietary ingredients that help to repair sun damage. So I've noticed I'm on my 2nd bottle at this point, so I've given it a good test before discussing it, but I've noticed that it has helped to make my skin smoother, brighter, also just a little more refined, because certainly I live in a sunny environment, so I'm always looking for ways to kind of combat some of those negative elements from the sun. I highly recommend this one. The whole Photozyme line is incredible, but this is one that I've just been super sticking with day and night. No fragrance, just really takes care of business. Sunscreen is something I get a question about almost every day. My followers, audience, community, beauty professor community asks me, what sunscreen am I using? What do I recommend? Okay, so first things off the top, I am a mineral sunscreen girl. I appreciate a mineral formulation. There are so many chemical sunscreens out there, and I try to avoid them because from an ingredient standpoint, I really prefer the zinc oxide as the main ingredient to help block the sun from my skin. Those particles in zinc oxide are much larger, which means that they're not being absorbed into your skin and then ultimately your bloodstream as readily, if at all. Chemical sunscreens, in contrast, can have really tiny nanoparticles that can get into your body, and there's just not enough research out there to make me feel comfortable that that's okay. And so I really do my earnest best to stick with mineral sunscreen, and these two formulations from Isden have been a lifesaver for us this summer. I say us because my husband and daughter have been using these formulas as well, and I think that's a testament not only to the integrity of the ingredients, but also to the performance. So this is the Aerofotona Ageless Emulsion. Now this sunscreen is tinted, but it's such a sheer tint that you don't actually really see it on your skin. It doesn't have a white cast. It just blends in really nicely. I'm actually wearing it right now. You can see there's no flashback, and I am under lights. It is smoothing. It really just kind of blurs the pores and prepares the complexion, but also has very impressive SPF 50 mineral sunscreen protection, and it's water resistant for up to 40 minutes. There are also antioxidant ingredients in this particular formulation that help to, once again, reverse some of the visual signs of aging due to sun exposure. So you're getting some really strong skincare benefits as well while protecting your skin. This is all I'll be using all summer long. I recommend it with my whole heart. Okay, next is the Isdin Photo Aerofotona Actinica. This is a non-tinted version, and it looks like this. My husband and daughter used this the whole time we were in Florida. We came home a little browner because you can't help it, but definitely no sunburns, which is amazing. And this one just really blends into the skin weightlessly. You can see that it doesn't leave a white cast once you fully rub it in, and it's SPF 50 plus and has water resistance for up to 40 minutes as well. So both of these formulations are just going to be consistent go-tos for us throughout the entire summer, but we've already put them to the test in a major way in Florida. And so, like I said, I feel super comfortable recommending these wholeheartedly because I wanted to make sure that they worked for us before I discussed them in depth. A couple other skincare products that I've been using a lot of. Here's the Chantecaille Bio Lifting Neck Cream. I was first really intrigued by the stellar reviews on this formulation. I hadn't tried it until about a month ago, and I'm always looking for ways to kind of tighten and firm this area. Our neck can get slack due to aging, due to sun exposure, due to environmental pollutants, but it can also become slack due to hunching over, bending down, looking at your phone or device. I know I have all of those elements working against me personally. So I'm always looking for a good cream. You can see I've used quite a bit of it before choosing to talk about it. And the way I apply it, I just move it through my neck area, and then I do bring it all the way down my décolleté, which it's designed to do. The reviews, like I said, are really strong for this one. It firms, it hydrates, it tightens, and it's something that I've noticed results with after using for about 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm on my 4th or 5th bottle of the Agent Nature Holy Oil Ageless Face Serum. This one is very multi-purpose for me. It adds hydration and moisture. It also is incredibly soothing. So I feel safe using it on Joey's skin if she's got a dry patch or an irritation. I always carry a little travel bottle with me in my purse because I use it on the go, and I can just put it, like if she has a little cut or a bug bite or an irritation, I put it on. It's always very soothing, and it just takes care of business. This is a really fantastic, very clean skincare formulation, and I envision myself using this forever. I just super love it, and my skin loves it as well. Also, it adds a beautiful glow. You could mix it with a foundation even if you wanted to sheer it out a little bit and make it really glowy. Also for skin, this is kind of a hybrid skincare color combination, the Le Métier de Beauté Peau Vierge. I talk about this all the time, but you can see I'm almost out of my 3rd tube in the last year or so. That's how much I use it. I use shade 3 year round, and it's just a very glowy, radiant base. I have it on my face right now after sunscreen and before foundation, and that's where I kind of like to sandwich it in. It just makes the skin look incredible. It's a little extra something that you wouldn't have before using it, and once you start using it, you kind of can't picture life without it. I love that it can pair with the Peau Vierge brush, which is a beautiful angled brush. You can also use this brush to apply, I've tested it, to apply powders, to apply cream foundation, liquid foundation. The pairing is fantastic. Before moving into traditional makeup, I wanted to talk quickly about my water bottle. I'm a big fan of just bottles. I use a Yeti all the time. I think I've mentioned those before. This bottle here is the Hydro Flask. I bought it before my trip to Florida, and I filled it with ice before I got on the plane. You can actually get ice through TSA. Just let them know it's in there, no water, and then fill up afterwards. And I've used this non-stop since then. It holds a ton of liquid and everything stays cold. I also love that there's a built-in straw, so you don't have to worry about that. For foundations, I have been using a lot of these two. First is this Chanel Water Fresh Complexion Tint. I wear shade B50. I have it on right now. I use only 2 pumps, and I have to say, I thought I wasn't gonna love this, but I love it. It gives medium coverage actually with very little product. It has a very skin-like finish that impressively holds up even in hot weather. So I am super pleased with this. I also have B40 for when I get a little bit less tan, but for now I think B50 is going to take me through the entire summer. I like this way more than the original, which for me is a little too sheer. I like it, but I don't love it. I love this one. I also have been using a lot of the La Mer. This is in beige nude. This is the Cushion Foundation, and this also very lightweight, has SPF, stays in place, and looks like skin, like just beautiful skin, perfecting without looking makeup-y. So these are 2 great summer foundations. I typically try to set them with something just because, especially if I know it's going to be hot, and this is the Lawless Glam Guard. This is what I use for all of my setting. It's clean, it really locks makeup in, and it leaves your skin looking really dewy and fresh. So beautiful. I'm on the 3rd bottle of this, so that should tell you something. So for hair, I have been using a lot of the Agent Couture Dara K collaboration serums. This is Holy Silk and Holy Locks. I use Holy Locks on wash days, bring it all the way through the ends of my hair, starting at the scalp, let it sit for as many hours as possible, and then rinse it out. It helps reduce hair fall. It also leaves your hair really soft, silky, and manageable. I've noticed a big difference using this consistently. And then just a touch of the Holy Silk for manageability and shine. After you literally need like 2 drops to run it through your hair. That's it. The 2 work beautifully together. Something so random, but I needed to show you, are these boobies. I have a lot of tops that are not super bra friendly, so whether they're backless or they just come down low one way or another. Tank tops that I don't want to wear a bra with, but I want something to, you know, keep things under control. I have been using these a lot. They just come in this little case here like this. You pop them on. You can use them multiple times over. They stick, but they don't hurt when you remove them. They're medical grade silicone and so easy. So I recommend these. I have these in a couple colors, but this is one that I just pulled out of my bag because I brought it on my trip. I used a ton of these. Have you guys tried something like this? Let me know, but I will say these are one of my favorite versions, so I've tried them all. A couple of complexion products I needed to show you. One is the Chantecaille face makeup. This is kind of like a powder foundation with a lot of coverage, so a little goes a long way. This is the shade Camel. I've talked about it before. I was reintroduced to it this summer after running through a couple compacts of it over the years. I love it because you can use it like to set your under eyes like I did today over some Clé de Peau concealer. You can use it to touch up your face. It leaves your skin looking so velvety smooth. And you can also just use it to remove unwanted shine. So it's got so many purposes, and I like that with a product that makes it into my purse because it needs to be multitasking to make the cut. For bronzer, the Gucci bronzer number 3, I guess you can see how much I've used this since I bought it a few months ago. Believe the hype on this one. I was kind of like, how good can it be? It's really good, you guys. The powder just glides on like velvet, like a suede finish. It's not sparkly, it's not overtly matte, and you can really sculpt and warm up the face, and it wears well all day, which I think is most important. Oh, and the compact is kind of stunning, right? And then for eyeliner, I've been using nonstop the Sisley Kohl eyeliner in Jungle, which is a green. I have my waterline now. I think that this green just gives a little extra something that black does not, and so I wear it all the time. Oh, a couple of cream blushes. So I've been loving cream blush across. I'll try to link to my tutorial on this, but I kind of wear it like this, like a W. And some of the ones I'm loving are this one from M Cosmetics. I love the Westman Atelier cream blush, the one from Make called Heat Stroke, and these new ones from Monica Blunder Beauty. These are called the Liquid Flush, and the shades are Rome and Salzburg. I have that on my cheeks right now in a combination. So good. For lips, I've been using a lot of the MAC Boldly Bare Lip Liner. I bought it on a whim. I have it on right now. There's just something about this color that goes so well with pinky nudes because it's kind of like a warm nude with a lot of color. It's easy to cheat out your lip line with it without it looking obvious, and it goes with a lot of my favorites, including this La Perla nude red shade right here. Oh, you guys, so good. If you haven't gotten it yet, please do. My Au Naturel LA shade, which is always in my bag, forever a love. I also really love these Makeup by Mario lipsticks. I have them in Sam and Rasa, and I have those on my lips right now, top and bottom. They are just so pretty, and the formulation is matte but really hydrating, which is rare because I feel like most matte lipsticks are too chalky for me. So these two are great if you like pinky peach nudes. Fragrance, still Maison Francis Kirk de Jean Baccarat 540 lover. I have these travel vials that are always in my purse. For scrunchies, I've been using a lot of this slip scrunchie. This is part of a summer set that you can get at Nordstrom. For sunglasses, I picked up these Tom Ford polarized sunglasses at the Nordstrom sale. Really good deal. They are lightweight. I usually need nose pads for my sunglasses, but for some reason the way these are made, I don't, and they don't slip off. They pass the test. So loving these, and polarized glasses really make a difference. You're out in the sun a lot. That's what I've noticed. These are not for me, these are Joey's, but I did want to show you these if you've been looking for cute kid sunglasses. I'll try to link to some. I found these at a little boutique, but she wears them all the time and always gets questions about them. They're so cute. And then for body care, and we're at the end here of my summer favorites for now, I am on bottle number 3 of this Naturium Biolipid Restoring Body Lotion. It is so good because it is fragrance free, it absorbs instantly, it gives good hydration. It's just an immaculate all around body lotion. I can't recommend it enough. My husband uses it, Joey uses it, we buy it in bulk at this point. And it's only $15, so I hope they never stop making this. It's incredible. And then for an extra glow, I use the Agent Nature Holy Body Serum. It's so lovely on the limbs and the collarbone if you're out in the sun. It gives such a gorgeous glow, and it does have beautiful benefits from the really clean, rich ingredients inside. That is it. I tried to cover what I've been using a ton of. Now I'm going to go clean up this desk. Please let me know your questions and comments on anything I've discussed today. I'd love to know what caught your eye, what maybe you're using as well. And like I said before, I hope you're having an incredible summer, getting some good rest, feeling productive, exploring this world in good health. And I will have more videos coming up soon. Thank you so much for watching. In the meanwhile, don't forget to visit me at Beauty Professor, which can be found at beautyprofessor.com. Take care.